Yo, this is the first update in March. It's the 14th of March, and I just came back. Well, I came back a few days ago from my trip visiting my brother in France. We ended up going to Belgium too. Mm, I have to admit, I almost failed everything while I was on my trip. Um, it had also something to do with me not really knowing, like, where are we gonna be, when are we gonna wake up, what are we gonna do. um I feel a bit disappointed. I thought that it's probably gonna happen. I kind of cheated on Beeminder because I didn't want to pay money, uh but I mean, I'm just living with the fact that I didn't really do my habits while I was on holiday. uh I'm pretty sure I'll be able to avoid it in the future because I'll be planning my holidays more precisely. Mm, yeah. Anyway, I'm still motivated right now to keep it going. I mean, as long as I've lived here in Berlin, I didn't have really any problems. So, yeah, that's my update so far. Yo, I wrote the script for this on the 2nd of April, but it's the 12th now, so it took me some time to find a time to record. I wanted to talk about the meditation habit and why I'm dropping it. I initially, I mean, in the past, I already had months where I did a lot of meditation, and I started doing it again because there were mornings where I had so much time and I didn't know what to do. So I thought I might as well add that. But what keeps happening is I start meditating and I just think about all the things that I have to do. And I don't feel at all that I don't know what to do. There's so many things I want to do. So instead of meditating an hour a day, I'd rather use the hour to do something. To be honest, I'm not 100% convinced with whatever I just said, with the reason I just gave, because it's not that like I use every hour productively, and I think that meditating is good anyways, but my motivation for meditating is just low, and I think I'm going to use it as the last habit. Like, once I have everything down, once I don't know what other habits to add, and I think I'm gonna add meditation again, because in the long run I still really want to do it. I'm happy with all the other habits besides the bedtime. For some reason I've been struggling to go to bed early. I have this nice function that I can turn off my computer automatically, but what always happens is that for some reason it's late and I didn't do everything that I need the computer for, and I know my computer is gonna shut down in like 10 minutes, so then I cancel the shutdown because I still have to do stuff, and then once I'm done, I'm like on Discord talking with friends or watching a video or something. Yeah, so one thing that was happening was that I came back from the gym really late, but I fixed that because now I always go to the gym right after lunch. I don't even go back home. But the good news is that I found some friends and we're gonna motivate each other, and I'm not doing this alone. And I'm really happy that we can talk about these things and improve together. And I'm gonna focus on like discussing the bedtime stuff and holding each other accountable. And then also next month doing the dopamine detox with them. I think that's going to be really good. Yo, I'm a bit late. I wrote the script on the 2nd of May and I'm recording this on the 5th. And I'll hopefully upload it in a few days. It's really early. I don't know if you can see I'm tired. But yeah, let's talk about the last 2 months. So my goal was to do the daily focus mate sessions, and I would say all in all it was a great success. There's a nice feature, thankfully, that Beeminder offers you to connect to FocusMate, so you don't have to actually manually do the Be-Minder counting, it automatically checks if you are doing your habit or not, which makes it even harder to cheat. One time I fucked up because I went on a weekend trip and I actually wasn't able to do a Focusmate session because I was out of the house all day for several days in a row, and then it automatically took $5 for me. What Be-Minder does is it lets you plan a break in advance. So if you know that you're going to be on holiday, you have to like put that information in 1 week early that you won't be able to do it. I lost the Be-Minder to Focusmate connection like a week ago, and because the pressure suddenly wasn't there anymore, I didn't do a few sessions. But then after a few days, I remembered the value of Focusmate, and I just started doing them again. For the biggest part of the last 2 months, I did 2 Focusmate sessions a day, but I'm changing it to 1 a day now because I spend way less time at home because university started and I'm actually doing stuff in university again. So yeah, I'm happy with how that went. Let's go over the old habits real quick. So the reading habit hasn't been perfect, so please shame me in the comments. I'm still happy because the amount I'm reading has increased a lot, because I read a lot in the train, and when I'm in the gym while I work in between the sets, I read a lot as well. So yeah, only the evening reading hasn't been perfect, but yeah, it's still a big progress. My bedtime habit has been a lot better than since my last video. It's still not perfect. I would like to go to bed at 11 for like 6 out of 7 days every week, but I'm working on it. And sometimes I just can't go to bed because I don't know, I come home at 8 or 9 and then I still have to do stuff. So the porn habit, actually, I forgot that I did a $100 bet with someone in my comments. And I failed it, and then a few days later I was like, oh fuck, I wasn't supposed to do that. So I'm gonna give the $100 or euros or whatever it is to that person, and yeah, my bad. So all in all, I guess I cannot be too proud of myself, because I don't know, I thought maybe I can do a flawless habit every 2 months, but I guess I'm failing. However, I'm still happy with everything, because compared to like last year or 2 years ago, my life has improved a great deal, and I still have the expectation that like my November or December are gonna be pretty flawless. And I don't know, if I imagine myself like having a flawless month the end of the year where I have like 6 new habits that I didn't have last year, I don't know, I think that would be amazing. Also, there's no chance that I'm gonna run out of habit ideas. I got a few new ones. For example, writing, making YouTube videos, fasting, or like Wim Hof stuff. I don't know if you know Wim Hof, the Iceman, but he does some basically cold ice water bath stuff, or basically stuff involving going into cold temperatures and working with your breath. But I have no idea when I'm gonna do these, maybe someday. Now let's talk about next month, and probably the most helpful and most challenging habit so far. I want to do a sort of dopamine detox, which basically means reducing the time I spend on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, or watching stuff, any entertainment like that. I basically made up the rules while I was writing the script for this video. For sure, there will be absolutely no watching or consuming any of that kind of stuff before lunch, and if I just manage to do that, that's already a huge progress, because it will make me read more and study more, because what else am I going to do in the morning? Then I'll give myself a break at lunchtime for like 3 hours, I think, where I can just do whatever I want. But to be honest, a lot of days I'm outside anyway or with friends, so I probably won't be able to use that time a lot. Then after, let's say like 3:30 p.m. I'll do another full detox. I don't know. I don't really like the word detox, but I'll take another break from media basically, and then I'll get another slot to watch stuff or relax in the evening. Let's say after 8 p.m. until I switch off my PC. I'll probably tweak the rules more in the future once I basically evaluate how well I did and if I can handle less or more. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys know how much YouTube and Twitter I consume like normally. So even if I can do that, it's gonna be a big progress. You don't even say a progress, right? It's gonna be, I don't know, a big step forward. Okay, see you maybe, probably, in 2 months.